Sunshine Girl and my mom.
And I'm Sunshine's mom.
And guess what? Me and my mom, we did this project, and you can get this from Michael's and Kohl's.
Not Kohl's. You can get it from Michael's and Hobby Lobby.
Oh, I get it right.
So we're posting this YouTube video because we had a 3D model for a Pete the Cat. And it was so hard to find a 3D model for Pete the Cat. So we figured that since we have completed this project that's due,
I don't know.
when you tomorrow. And so the project is due tomorrow. And so we wanted to just walk you through some simple ways to do this 3D model for Pete the Cat and his 4
groovy buttons. And I love that. And it also has a logo right here. It says Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons.
Awesome.
Love that.
Awesome.
And it also has one on the side, a logo on the side. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
And
little.
so we picked this box up from our local Sam's Club. As you can see, it's got the Smart Balance on here. And we did some slight modifications to it. We actually chopped up this half to give it like a little step down elevation. We chopped this half off. And then we covered it with this blue construction paper. It was just regular size papers, and we overlapped it to cover it and give it a sky background.
And also, there's this wingy thing, and I thought what it was, and then my dad and my mom told me that, and it is what is it called again?
I think RG told you because I didn't know. He said it was a pipe cleaner. Yes.
I forget that always.
And so after we coated it with the blue construction paper, we found this velvet-like stiff material from Hobby Lobby, and we glued this down with a hot glue gun to give it a grass effect. Now, Pete the Cat and his groovy buttons, he's riding.
That is some very, very awesome quality. It's like
Yes.
amazing. It's like,
Yes. And so, in the story, Pete the Cat is actually riding on a skateboard. So we were able to do like a cutout skateboard. Very, very simple project. It took us about 2 days to do this project because we waited to the last minute.
I remember we did this last year, and then
Last week,
and then we did this today, the background and stuff.
Yes. So everything is basically the same material. We have this felt material here for Pete the Cat's body, and I'm going to be posting, Sunshine's Girl is going to be posting later the pattern that we use to cut out the Pete the Cat body. And also we have some
clouds, and me and my mom cut it up.
This cloud is the same material as actually the stiff paper that is coating to give it the feel of grass. So we used the green sheet. This actually was, all of this came out of one sheet. The flooring came out of one sheet. And so we used a green sheet and a baby blue sheet. It's not quite the felt material because it's a little bit thicker than the felt. It doesn't wiggle jiggle as much as the felt. Wiggle jiggle.
That's funny. Oh, and guess what? I just found out that this is very soft. It's like extremely soft.
It is very
This is soft. The C and the A and the T and the it doesn't really make.
And so once we got the Pete the Cat cut out, we actually, everything was cut out individually. So we started with his head, and then we moved to his eyes and nose. His coat was cut out individually, and also the legs, this leg is connected to the tail, and this leg is actually by itself. And so we were able to glue all of the pieces together. And the back of Pete the Cat is a pretty sturdy project. It's actually just the cuttings that we used from the board right here. And we actually did a funky little fold to have him standing on an easel. So it's very simple, very sturdy. As you can see, Pete ain't going nowhere.
That's funny when you say that. It's because if he's not going nowhere, why is he jiggling like that?
He's not falling down. Okay, and so then we had a cute little cutboard carding that we printed out, gave it a cloud outlook, gave it some funky fonts for the title, Pete the Cat and His Groovy Buttons. Very simple, very simple. One thing I want to say is to be very careful. We used a very, very hot glue gun.
Yes, it was very hot.
Got
It was
it.
like extremely hot.
Got a
my-
burn here.
Yes, she got it.
And so the glue guns have to be used with supervision. Everything we used on this project was done with the glue gun, right?
Yes. And you can also call this a logo or a piece of paper. And you just print it down and then just cut it out anyway, but you have to stay in the lines. And you just cut it out and then you get the hot glue gun and then you just place it wherever you want.
True. And this was printed out on Microsoft Word on a thick kind of construction paper, and we just cut it out. So we actually traced, you were able to write on this stiff Velcro paper. It's almost like a thick construction paper mixed with a felt paper. And so we were able to draw on this paper and create the clouds, and then we cut them out. If you flip over in the back, you can see the outline where we drew it, because you don't use the side that you draw on. You actually just use the reverse side. And so we glued them on. Very simple. And really, because we didn't want to add any extra construction paper, so we just glued it and made it a cloud.
And guess what? I just found out that do you remember when you printed a paper and then you just put it a piece of the cat on the back and then you just sew it out? Yeah.
And so what we did was, I went on, I think, Google, saw this pattern for the Pete the Cat body, and I attached it like it was a old-fashioned pattern with straight pins. And so I cut the pattern out, attached it with straight pins to this felt paper, and actually cut it out. Everything, like I said, was individual. His eyes, his nose, his raincoat, his buttons, his one of the legs is connected to the tail, the other one stands by itself. These letters right here, they are actually sticky letters, which we got them from Michael's. It comes like 200 letters for like $5. I used a 50% coupon for that. Gotta use your coupon.
Oh, and guess what?
What?
This is the most important thing. I hope you just smash that subscribe button, right?
Yeah, subscribe to us. We've got several projects in the making, and they're very, very simple, and we're going to show you how to do those last minute projects and make it seem like you've been working on them all month. Right, Sunshine Girl?
Yes.
All right.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to subscribe to
And
Sunshine.
guess what? Also, push that subscribe button.